Hey everybody, what's going on? We're about to check out the first trailer, well the only trailer, they usually only put out one trailer for these things, for the latest DC animated feature film, Justice League Dark. Jay Oliver is directing this one again. He's like the go-to guy to direct these animated movies lately, which is fine because like 9 out of 10 of all his, I don't know if he's done 10, but like all of his bar like one I've liked, and it was like the one of those Batman ones I didn't like. And for the most part, all these animated DC films, they're either fine to good to great to... I don't feel like any of them are bad. None of them are like, what the fuck did I just watch? None of them are terrible. So we're usually in for a great time. The cast of this one, you've got your usual characters returning to voice. You've got Jerry O'Connell as Superman, Jason O'Mara as Batman. You know, you can tick off normal things there. Camilla Luddington as Zatanna. Cool. Tomb Raider herself. Lara Croft herself. And then Matt Ryan, who played Constantine on Arrow and the Constantine TV show, is voicing Constantine in here, which is great too, because one of the best things about that show was him. I wasn't a big fan of that show started to pick up pace, and then it got cancelled, and I was like, fuck, why couldn't we hit this stride a bit earlier? But that's the problem with serialized TV shows, I suppose, in itself. So we're just going to jump in and check out this damn trailer, and I expect nothing but at least okayness. Oh, and if you don't know anything, Justice League Dark, so there's a team that in the DC universe that more or less just deals with the ghost and the ghoulies and the supernatural. And there's Justice League Dark. If they ever do a Justice League Dark movie like in the DC cinematic universe, they will never call it Justice League Dark. And they would be hard to call it Justice League Dark anything, because straight away it's like, Justice League Dark, oh, I thought the DC universe was dark enough already. We all know where that's going to go. Let's check out the trailer. There'll be ghoulies and goblins and I don't know. I don't know what the plot is. Some nice thing. Dead Man's in here, I suppose. I assume. It's all burning. Look, it's all a tell.
They're everywhere.
They're ghoulies. Call the Justice League.
Crimes were committed by law-abiding citizens.
They all have seen nightmare visions beforehand. The same pattern is repeating around the world, so there could be an overriding paranormal element.
Are you talking about magic? Then we have to find John Constantine.
I like how Batman's the guy who's like, look, I know when I need to step in and ask for help. Get fucking Constantine. They just pick up... Oh, I can't remember the fucking house's name. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't remember the house's name. It's a mystical house. It's a cool house.
Dream team. You, me, Zatanna, Batman, maybe even a Justice League.
Let's take a walk on the dark side then. Swamp Thing!
You dare threaten the green.
Draga Malefic. Draga Malefic.
I can't remember his fucking name either. Sorry, guys.
Fuck it off.
What the fuck is his name? Jesus Christ.
Your life is a patchwork of blackness with no time for joy. How do you cope with it?
I have a butler.
I have a butler. Okay, sure. They didn't really give away much of the plot. I'm pretty sure the bad guy is like that. Hold on, let me check. The bad guy's named like Jason something as well, or something like that, isn't it? Jason Blood, also known as the demon Etrigran. See? I was on to there somewhere. Where the fuck is this other character's? Boston Brand Deadman is played by Nicholas. Really? Turturro? Etrigran. Where the fuck? Feeling. Oh, whatever. Sure, it looks fine. Rated R in American R, which means it'll probably be M here in Australia because some disturbing fucking... Remember when they made the big thing... Right, so the last DC animated movie that came out was The Killing Joke. Great comic, amazing comic. That film was fucking shit. It was shit. And they made the biggest deal about how that was R for, like, oh, it's R. Oh, we're going, it's a real dark comic. We're going to make sure that the fucking animated versions are. What the fuck? I can't even remember what was deserving of R in that. Because of the weird sex scene or the... I don't even know. Don't even know. So, you know, there was a stage in my life where you could excite me with R ratings on comic. Like, even when I was like, oh, Deadpool's going to be R. For the first year where they talked about it, I was like, oh, Deadpool's going to be fucking R. And then by the time it came out, I was like, I don't even fuck it. I mean, just give me a good movie. I don't even care anymore. Some disturbing violence, sure. I'm interested in this because the supernatural and all that kind of, the Justice League Dark, Constantine comics and all that stuff has only been stuff I've been reading within the last, let's say, 18 months or so. I was never big into it. Like, I never dived into that when I was reading comics. When I first started reading comics, when did I would have started reading comics when I was like 15. I would have only started getting into comics when I was like 15 or so. So, and I mostly dived into your normal go-to comics. So the whole supernatural side DC stuff is something I've been only getting in for like the last year and a half, 2 years. So there's still heaps of stuff I need to learn about. It's still like a really interesting place. Zatanna's a really cool character. Constantine's a really cool character. Deadman's a really cool character. The weird goblin dude who I can't remember the name of. I hated him when I first started reading the last run they had on DC Comics, not the stuff we're in now, Rebirth stuff, but the new 52 stuff of was he in the what comic was he even in? Was it just Justice League Dark? Was that what the comic was called? Don't even know. I hated him at first though, but he kind of grew on me anyway. And all that storyline. So they're probably drawing from that stuff anyway, because they had the whole Jason Blood storyline was one of the last storylines I remember reading about, actually. Or towards the end of that run, I swear to God. But sure, that's a trailer. It doesn't really give you... It's whatever. The only thing I don't like about it is, like, they can't commit. They're like, oh, we're going to do it. Still is fucking Batman in it. And, like, I love Batman, but just fuck him off for a movie. Just fuck him off for a movie. I could understand having him in it for 10-15 minutes to introduce Constantine and bring him into the fold, and then just fuck Batman off. But from the looks of this, it looks like he's hanging around to do a lot, being a pain in the ass. Look, we're done. Batman, they do these movies. Let's look at him. He's in the Justice League animated ones. Then they have the Batman animated ones. He's in those. And then they turn all these other comics like the Dark Knight Returns, Part 1 and 2, are my favourite Batman films ever made. And I think they're the best Batman movies, better than like the Dark Knight trilogy or whatever you want to call it, anything like that. And I love those movies and everything, but they're like, oh, we turned those and we did to turn the Killing Joke, and then we did like Batman Year One, and then we did these other Batman movies and Justice League, fucking Batman everywhere. We're doing a completely different side DC comics here. Can't fuck Batman off for one film. So, whatever. Double thumbs up because... What? No, fuck that. Half and half, because let's be real. The trailer wasn't great. And was already going to watch it anyway, wasn't we? It had this quirky line at the end. You know what? Yeah, half and half. Fuck you. Half and half. Half and fucking half.